Hello and welcome, my Sagittarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Sagittarius zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what you can expect in the month of November, what obstacles and challenges you're going to face, and some strategies and guidance on how to overcome those kind of bumps in the road. The deck I chose for this reading is the Spiral Tarot. Then I'm going to end off the session with a blessing from the Energy Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Sagittarius friends, see what the cards have to say. What card symbolizes the month of November for my Sagittarius friends? We have a jumper. Oh, it's a good card. The King of Wands. I love this card and his dragon too. Kings are that fully developed personality. They have the most control and the most ability. The King of Wands is all about that fire and inner passion. November is going to be hot, hot, hot for you, Sagittarius. It's going to be fantastic. All right, let's see what's going to cross this dragon. What is the main challenge that my Sagittarius friends are going to face, and another jumper, in November? Okay, yeah, it is only one jumper. And that's the Five of Pentacles. Fives are all about that conflict and challenge. Pentacles about growth and abundance. The Five of Pentacles talks about that isolation that we can feel, that disconnect. And that's going to be our biggest challenge. We're going to have all this fire and passion flaming throughout the month, but we're going to feel disconnected from not only those around us, but from Source or the universe. All right, let's look at this month. Let's break it down. What can my Sagittarius friends expect at the beginning part? Got a jumper of November. It's the Four of Swords. Fours are a foundational stability number. Swords are about truth and knowledge. The Four of Swords talks about that importance of rest and rejuvenation. During other readings, I've really been seeing a highlighted importance throughout November of caring for ourselves and really working on that self-healing. At the beginning of the month, we're really going to be given that opportunity to work on that self-healing. It's really important to raising our vibration and creating what we want in our lives. So at the beginning of November, you're looking at some rest and rejuvenation, and it's going to start to work on that self-healing piece. All right, let's look at the middle of the month. What is the middle? I have a couple jumpers here of November. Bring my Sagittarius friends. So we have a couple jumpers here. One is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is an action card. She has made her decision and she is ready to go. She's taking that inner fire and direction from the King. You're out of that rest stage and you're ready to go. And where are you headed? Straight to the Star. The 17th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about your hopes and dreams. That's where you're heading. That fire and drive of the King is going to take you to your star, that hopes and dreams. The more rest, rejuvenation, and healing you can do in the middle, the more you're going to be able to achieve and reach for the star. Let's look at the end of the month. What does the end of November bring my Sagittarius friends? It's the 10th card in the Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. That change, that gradual change that we have no control over. We have to evolve. We grow older every day. Things change, the seasons change and evolve, and so do we. We have to. And that's what this brings. That star really helps us move our momentum a little bit and have that positive change that we're looking for in our lives. And at the end of the month, as you can see, you're starting to get some major life shift. These are minor arcana and they're everyday little changes, but we've got some major life shifts for you here, Sagittarius. Let's look at what's going to help. It's going to help my Sagittarius friends overcome the challenges brought on at the beginning of the month. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are a gift. This is such a beautiful card. I love it. Aces are a gift. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. What's really going to help at the beginning of the month is really making sure that you are connected and grounded, and that you're allowing yourself and giving yourself that time to grow, heal, and rejuvenate. It's all really important, and it's all connected to each other. That stability that you're going to create here will really help you literally reach for the stars. Let's look at the middle of the month. What's going to help my Sagittarius friends overcome the challenges brought on by the middle of the month? We have another ace, the Ace of Wands. This ace really is speaking to me about like a lighted match. That point at when that spark hits and just before it ignites. That energy is really going to hit home with these two cards. We have the Three of Wands and the Star. When you really take hold and allow that passion to erupt, that eruption is going to give you that warmth and momentum that you're going to need to reach for your stars. Will also attract this lovely dragon, and you'll have even more warmth and passion. Let's look at the end of the month. What's going to help my Sagittarius friends overcome the challenges brought on by the end of the month? Yet another wand, the Princess of Wands, or the Page of Wands. This is that childlike energy, that inquisitive, playful energy. Anytime we're looking at the word change, our automatic response is resisting it. Hate change, don't like it, no, 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 no. When you look at things from a new perspective, that childlike, playful, inquisitive lens, things are different. We had a hard snowstorm earlier this week in Canada here, and my son was so excited because the snow was fun and exciting for him. Whereas a lot of the adults were moaning and groaning about how they had to drive in it. And oh God, no, the walking the ice, the blah, blah, blah. Where he saw it through that lens of childhood, of the glittery, shiny, sparkly fun. That's what you're going to need to really help not only embrace the change that the Wheel of Fortune is going to bring you, but also overcome that dreary kind of isolation of the Five. It's still kind of looming over the month. Some of this is going to be an internal push, but that child, playful, inquisitive energy is really going to light up and melt away that isolation. And before I forget, my guides are screaming at me here. We've got double aces or ones. In angel messages, when you're looking at double ones, you're attracting what you're thinking about. It's time to really focus in on those positives rather than those negatives. You bring in what you put out. All right. What final piece of advice or guidance can we offer my Sagittarius friends for the month of November? It's the Knight of Cups. Knights are that no fear energy. It's full of action. That is what we're going to need. Between his younger sister and himself, we are looking at that kind of no fear excitement. And that's going to help overcome things. Also, and we didn't really talk much about it, but that intuitional piece, because he's the Knight of Cups. Cups are intuition and emotion. We have the Star here in the middle of the month. The Star is a balancing card and a connection into your intuitional creativity. That's really going to be helpful in overthrowing that isolation and overthrowing that disconnect that you're going to feel. What last piece of information can we offer my Sagittarius friends about what to expect in November? The High Priestess. You have a gatekeeper. We're really starting to see these cards come into the end here. When we start to embrace these two cards, the Prince and the Knight, and really push ourselves forward and reach for the stars, you're going to find the High Priestess. I said that connection to your intuition and higher self is going to be really important. It's part of what that Wheel of Fortune is offering you. That next evolutionary stage in that connection piece, so the messages are clearer, so that you have a better understanding and you don't feel so disconnected. All right, let's see what your shadow self wants to add. It's the Devil, the 15th card in the Major Arcana. We're really looking at the end of November, well, even in the beginning of November, that healing stage, but November being a life shift for you. You have the opportunity to make some fantastic changes. And that's what your shadow self is saying. There are many vices and coping strategies and addictions that we have that don't work really that well in a positive light. They may make us feel a little bit better, but they keep us really in that disconnect, kind of that isolated stage. What your shadow self is really encouraging you to focus in on those positive ones, allowing the negative ones to go by the wayside, strengthening what you have in that positive coping mechanism, and unchaining yourself from the devil. Because the devil is the one that is holding the chains to those coping strategies that may have had a purpose at some point in time, but aren't a positive solution any longer. And my favorite example of that is when you were a kid, everybody knew that the best way to deal with the boogeyman was to put your head under the blankets. Hide under your blankets. He can't get you there. But avoidance is not a positive coping strategy for adults. Avoidance only causes more heartache and more isolation. All right, let's look at a blessing. What blessing can we offer my Sagittarius friends for the month of November? And we have a jumper. The Thinking Woman. This really is a time of reflection and pushing yourself forward. Reflecting on what is and what isn't working. Reflecting on those pieces that you really want to strengthen and go. A time for yourself. All these aspects are part of reflection and really kind of focusing in on that knowledge, on what we can attain, what is really important to us. Because we have the High Priestess here. She is the quintessential thinking woman. She carries Torah, which is the scroll of the universe. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however I drew, or in many cases the cards jumped out for my Sagittarius friends. What further information do they want to share? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more specific or personal reading, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. Also, for those who are interested, I will be running online introductory and interactive classes through Zoom over the next couple of months. My first class is on November 11th, when I'll be offering my Introduction to Angels and Archangels class. Then on December 9th, I'm going to be offering my Introductions to Connecting, which is a Channelings class. If you're interested in both or either of these classes, you can find out more information and register on my website. I provided a helpful link to my classes page so you can go there directly to check things out. I hope you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what September is going to hold for you. I'm going to continue to create fun and exciting videos. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you like my video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Sagittarius friends.